On Offside, there are many meta strategies, however we will cover the top 5 from worst to best. This list has been compiled from personal experience and advice from pro players, so let's begin. Number 5. Dartling Farm Bomb. Also known as DFB, this strategy is versatile in that it can be played very aggressively but also passively. It has a great ability to get an early buyer thanks to the cheap nature of defense using Dartling and Bomb. Furthermore, using Dartling you are able to force your opponent into sending bigger rushes, therefore allowing you to outfarm them. Also, this strategy can outlast many strategies if you have sufficient money by spamming Ray of Dooms. However, this strategy struggles to Moab class Bloons, especially BFBS. Therefore it is important to preserve boosts for such rushes. This strategy is number 5 because the things it is good at, such as being aggressive or playing passively, is outclassed by the other strategies on the list. Number 4. Wizard Farm Ice. Also known as WFA, this strategy is not as commonly used as the next 3 strategies, however it has the ability to get very early bias thanks to Wizard's ability to cheaply defend most rushes prior to round 18 by getting either an odds or spamming lightning wizards. By getting an early buyer, WFA can get lots of money, which is important for spamming phoenixes and microing the GZ ability. Few strategies will outlast Wizard Farm Ace, however it can be done if WFA does not get effective farms up. Alternatively, you could pick Village instead of Ace, however this will severely limit your Ceramic, Moab and BFB popping power. Number 3. Ninja Farm Engineer. Also known as NFE, this strategy prevails in anti-stalling and draining your opponent. In other words, NFE can force the rounds to progress more quickly, therefore allowing less money in the game, by restricting the amount of eco each player gets in your average round. You can proceed to drain your opponent by pressuring them such that they cannot get sufficient farms, then using the Bloon trap to collect money from the AI and using it to send Moab class Bloons to your opponent, forcing farm cells. Whilst they are constantly defending on their side, you can then proceed by farming. Alternatively, you could use Spike Factory instead of Ninja. Number 2. Dart Farm Ace. Also known as DFA, this strategy is great as it allows for cheap defense whilst allowing for going late game thanks to the combination of Super Monkey Fan Club and microing the Ground Zero ability. You can play DFA in many ways, often determined by which strategy you are playing against. However, common meta would incorporate getting an early bank around rounds 12 to 14 and a buyer as soon as it is safe to do so. If you are curious about how to play DFA like a pro, I will be releasing a guide soon, so stay tuned. It is also worth noting that recently Dart Farm Super has been shown to be potentially more effective than DFA. However, in my opinion, there is still more testing to be done. DFA is my favourite strategy of the 5 here, however it is also the most skilled and requires a lot of practice from trip timing to constant target micro and more. Number 1. Helicopter Farm Ice. Also known as HFI, this strategy is most commonly used for its ability to outlast your opponent. As long as you can defend efficiently and get your farms up, it can often outlast almost any other strategy on Offside. With the right heli targeting, Heli Ice can easily defend some large rushes. However, if your targeting is poor, zebras and whites will make your life very difficult. As with DFA, you should attempt to bank and buy as early as possible, as eco and lots of money is very important to outlast your opponent. Alternatively, you could use glue instead of ice. Thanks for watching this video. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on the top 5 strategies on Offside in the comments section below.